Real Madrid have won a game. We won, guys. 2-0 against Espanyol. Do we really care? No. But Vinicius, fair play, man. Double from Vinicius today against Espanyol. By the way, Espanyol still hasn't won a game in 2026. I don't know what happened to this team, by the way, after the first half of the season. But fair enough to Madrid. We finally scored and didn't concede. My goodness, we kept a clean sheet. Good performance from the defense, even though Ferland Mendy got injured once again, which is genuinely diabolical. That brother can't catch a break. We were honestly not far better than Espanyol, but Espanyol are just so bad that Vinicius absolutely cooked them in the second half. If you would summarize this game, though, it was a game of two halves. Definitely, because what Espanyol was doing first half and Real Madrid was doing first half, I couldn't tell you what that was, honestly, guys. Was that football? Was that really football? Other than Vinicius fighting with El Hilali and maybe Brahim Diaz doing a weird-ass tackle, I don't really remember anything. I remember one save from Lunin and then just people fighting on the pitch and doing nothing. I think Vinicius hit the post with the weird-ass finish, like from the deflection. Yeah, I mean, we won a game, but guys, if we look at the table, it's just pointless, you know? I'm happy we won. By the way, just to mention this, yeah, Mbappe, once again, I know this agenda people will have their say as well. I know it's not just Mbappe not playing, but it is definitely Gonzalo Garcia getting his minutes with Vinicius Jr, guys. Gonzalo Garcia, when he came on, changed the game because, let's be, bro, Thiago Pitar, one of the most overrated academy kids I have ever seen. He's genuinely just mid, guys. Just please be honest with ourselves. Thiago Pitar is nothing but mid. And Brahim Diaz, LaLiga. You know, when it's a UCL game against Bayern Munich or Manchester City, he will perform, guys. He will run for his life. He will have the best dribbling of all time. He will might even score or assist. But when it comes to La Liga, and especially smaller teams, Brahim Diaz is me. Isco was on the pitch today. And not the Isco from Betis, Isco from this room, brother. Because Brahim Diaz is so bad, he does nothing on the pitch against smaller. I don't know what it is with Brahim. Maybe it's just his mentality. He doesn't get, up for it in the smaller games. But that first half, we were so bad offensively. I genuinely don't remember anything other than Jude Bellingham will do something with the ball here. We will give it to Vinicius. He will fight with El Hilali. We will get a free kick from that because Vinicius Jr was farming fouls the whole match, basically, because these defenders have an IQ maybe accumulated to 150 altogether, by the way, 4 people. Maybe even with the CDMs, because Esposito, by the way, this brother might be the next coming of flipping, I don't know, some Neanderthals, let's put it that way. But other than Trent crossing the ball, I just, we had nothing. We had no plan. Just give the ball to Vinicius and pray. We basically said to ourselves, we have to win this game defensively. That's what I saw from the defense today, because once again, Hoyce and Rudiger, they were just, I don't know what it is. They are just nervous, guys. They're just nervous. Ferland Mendy gets injured after 14 minutes of the game. I mean, what is there to say to Ferland Mendy? Honestly, it was a non-contact injury as well. He's cooked for another 3 months, genuinely. So we might not see him again. I said 3 months, 3 weeks, of course. We are not seeing him. I hope Carreras is back for the the El Clasico. He didn't play. Fran Garcia came on, which I think he had an okay game. Brother looks buff as well. I don't know what he's been eating on the bench. Maybe it's oats. I don't know, brother. That guy looks like Brock Lesnar now. Fair enough to him. I think Arbeloa put out a great lineup. Other than maybe, why not just start Gonzalo Garcia? Why not give Gonzalo Garcia the minutes? Or even Franco Mastantuono? Genuinely. Let me take that back. Okay, Gonzalo Garcia, I agree with. Franco Mastantuono, no. We're gonna get to the second half. But other than just stuff that isn't really football, yeah? Injuries, yellow cards, fighting. First half, it was just boring, like one shot on target from both teams, nothing really exciting happening. This one came from, the last minute corner when Cabrera had the shot of the corner and Lunin saved it. Other than that, boring half. Second half completely changed it because Franco and Gonzalo Garcia came on in the 53rd minute and how many minutes? 1 minute after he came on, or 2 minutes after he came on, Gonzalo Garcia, one touch assist to Vinicius. That fake shot by Vinicius or that cutback sending two center backs is still mad to me. Yeah? I still don't know how these center backs play in LaLiga, but fair play to Vinicius. I don't know how you even got through there, but yeah, he scored the goal. Fair enough, good finish. We finally scored and didn't concede in the next 3 minutes. By the way, guys, we almost did, because if you look at, the stats, once again, second half, they had more shots, less shots on target, of course, but I remember, I think, Terraz, 57th minute, 2 minutes after he scored, he had like that weird bicycle and their player blocked it. I'm telling you guys that if they score that goal, I'm telling you we are once again drawing or we are winning maybe 2-1, maybe. But we were almost there, then we were much better. Okay, we were much better on the ball. I think Tchouaméni had a great game. Jude Bellingham then assists Vinicius on that second goal. What a goal, by the way. What a goal. Quick play by Madrid. Then Jude Bellingham, brilliant. Back heel and Vinicius, top corner. I mean, fair play to Vinicius, honestly. He did great, especially when Gonzalo Garcia came on. One thing, with Gonzalo, it's hard because when he comes off the bench, you don't really expect something, He's there to perform. But when you expect something from Gonzalo Garcia, people start calling, why is Mbappe not starting? That's my problem with Gonzalo. If Gonzalo played like this every single game, start him, please. But when, that's the problem with Gonzalo, inconsistency. I know he's young. The other brother that is young, Franco Mastantuono, he's on a 7.6. Yeah, brother, football ratings are genuinely so shit, guys. If you are a new football fan, my advice to you, if you look at football ratings on FootMob, please don't base your opinions on football ratings of these football sites, because if you look at these two players, a 6.8 and 7.0 on a Mastantuono is diabolical. Mastantuono might be the worst dribbler from Argentina in history of football. He had a chance as well, straight at the keeper, absolutely shit, can't do anything on the ball, he can't even pass, he can't receive the ball, he can't beat players one-on-one. Guys, he's not a winger, he's a, Nico Pass type of player that needs to put like 20 kg of muscle on him to even be able to compete in these leagues. He's so not ready for the big leagues. I'm telling you guys, he is ready maybe for a Bundesliga side that is in 10th place. That's his level, not a Real Madrid. We genuinely jumped the gun so quick with him, and in my opinion, Yanez, that is now in the academy, he's better. He's better as a winger. He's faster, he's more direct, and I think he's better at crossing. Genuinely, guys. I think Franco Mastantuono, I don't know what happened there, honestly. Maybe it was a Xabi Alonso fetish. Then Cesar Palacios came on. I think he touched the ball maybe 5 times, guys. Let's be honest. 5. 6 minutes played, 8 out of 9 passes, 12 touches. I mean, big up to you. I'm not gonna rate you. That's nothing. My boy Eduardo Camavinga came on. Had almost the same touches as Palacios. What is that to rate about these guys? They had like maybe 12 minutes. I guess they did okay. I'm not gonna lie. Now back to Vinicius and Jude. I love this connection, guys. I love this connection. But Jude Bellingham plays up there. He didn't need to defend today. He didn't need to be there with Fede Valverde. No, he just had free reign. And when he wanted to, he dropped deeper and just played. People are gonna point that he kicked something at the. He was just mad, bro. Like, I'm seeing Barca fans talking about, oh, Jude Bellingham is so egotistical, and English media already posting about Jude Bellingham, how egotistical he is when he loses the ball, he kicks something. Bro, it was a fucking accident, bro. I think Jude Bellingham, Vinicius Jr, and Lunin were our best players. Lunin had some good saves in the second half, but if you just look at the substitutions and the players that came on for Espanyol, I don't know what happened. Espanyol had 0 wins in 2026. I genuinely don't know what happened to them, because at the start, of the season, the first 4 months, they were actually pretty good. And as you can see that they are well above relegation still. But if I was Espanyol fans, I would be trembling, because this team, especially their defense, is so bad. Now, the main man today, Vinicius. Only Harry Kane has scored more goals than Vini Jr in 2026. Of course, now you can say Mbappe is injured and this and that. Guys like Haaland have not been that great. Whatever. I'm in the stance of, Kylian Mbappe can work with Real Madrid, and, I'm getting hate for this constantly, and, I have had my, how would you say it, differences with Vinicius Jr. this season, but he's putting up numbers. You know, I don't think he's particularly playing the best game still that he could be playing, but he's putting up numbers, and that's all we need, genuinely. If you score those 2 goals, we don't need to, you know, keep a clean sheet. We have a 2-goal cushion this game, and then, you know, it puts us at ease, and that's why we even kept a clean sheet, because we scored 2 goals in 11 minutes. Espanyol was killed off, and we could have scored more. You know, Franco Masonsono had that chance. Even Vini then had a chance, but Arbeloa had to substitute him off because Vinicius Jr. was on a yellow, and I genuinely think Arbeloa was thinking, yeah, this brother is gonna get a yellow because he's genuinely arguing with the fans and the players for 80 minutes. So he's saving in for the El Clasico, which brings me to my next point. By the way, I didn't big up Vinicius enough. Vini, this game, sensational. I think those finishes are just great. You know, you did your job. Please do the same against Barcelona. I know LaLiga is done, guys. And as I said, this is the last point of the video. We can see the we can see the fixtures of Real Madrid. The next game is, of course, Barcelona El Clasico, head to head, guys. Okay, are we dead ass now? Like foot mob, bro. Can I not even use you for fucking results? Okay, let's just do this. Okay, there is no Lamine Yamal. We still might not have Thibaut Courtois. He should be back. He should be back 90%, but I never know with this, you know, injury record. I don't know what's happening with Kylian Mbappe. He may be back. He may not be back. I don't really care. Guys, whoever is on that pitch, if it's Vini, Mbappe, if it's fucking Rodrigo on crutches, just win the game, okay? This is the last thing we need to do in this season to start off, I don't know, something at least positive, bro. We are playing for pride here. Yeah, I know they're gonna win the title. Let's just not do it on our head top. And if they do, honestly, you can all just go and do one. Real Madrid. Yeah, today, great win for us. Espanyol, not even a great team. Let's not, you know, be too positive about the victory. But Vinicius did great. Jude Bellingham did great. I couldn't ask for much more. At least we kept the clean sheet. I'm finally happy for Lunin because this brother has not been that bad. He has actually been good in LaLiga, and he finally has his clean sheet. Now, next week, El Clasico. We will see what happens. But until then, thank you so much for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.